Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now, if you know me from other websites I'm active on, you might notice that I really like tabletop RPGs, also known as TTRPGs. So today I want to talk about the first tabletop game I ran, I ran one other before, but it was basically messing around. I didn't even use dice, so I don't really count it. Now, this tabletop game was actually Call of Cthulhu, which is a horror game based on the Cthulhu mythos by H.P. Lovecraft. And various other writers too. Lovecraft created it, and other writers expanded on it and such. And others are even around in Lovecraft's time, like Robert E. Howard's Conan series, for example, technically takes place in the Cthulhu mythos. I think Clark Ashton Smith has a lot of stuff involved in the Cthulhu mythos too. But yeah, so anyway, I actually ran, as my first tabletop game, the adventure in the back of the book of, I think, 7th edition of Call of Cthulhu, but like it came with a little adventure that you could run for your players. Yeah, so, and this module that came with the rulebook involved investigating activities in a house. I don't remember much about it. It was a sort of haunted house type thing, and in this situation, the main antagonist wasn't a ghost. It was a lich. Well, not quite a lich like you think of in D&D, but it was an undead sorcerer. So I'm counting it as a lich. Except, he isn't a very good lich. The guy only had 2 spells. One was a magic armor spell. It was ablative armor, that GURPS uses for it, though I wasn't playing GURPS, but the armor basically translated to extra hit points in this case. And the other one was a summoning spell that summoned a dimensional shambler, if I remembered right. Now, I thought that might be a bit much for starting players to handle, so he ended up not using it, so he basically only had 1 magic spell. I'm guessing he flunked out of Lich School, and his main attack was scratching people with his dirty fingernails, which might infect them. Like, an infection could kill someone, eventually. So yeah, they're facing the world's worst lich. Now, let's take a look at the players. First, we have a soldier. So this guy was a trained soldier in the army, and according to the player, the army let him keep his legitimate machine gun, and I don't mean like an assault rifle, this is like 1920s, or a submachine gun. I mean a legitimate machine gun, and they let him take him with it when he was off duty. I allowed this for some stupid reason, and I think it was because I didn't think it would be much help against the monsters. And I was right, but not for the reasons that I thought I was. Now next up, I don't remember what the second player was exactly, but I think he was a hunter. Like, the players, I think most of them were under the impression that this was like D&D and you were going around killing monsters all the time. Though, technically this adventure wasn't exactly wrong since it does end in a fight. But anyway, the hunter had a big hunting rifle or some other large gun that could kill anything up to a bear. And finally, we had the detective. As in, he's basically just a normal detective with a dinky little revolver. Now, the players confronted the lich. They went down to the basement where he was hiding and confronted him. So, it wasn't just a basement, it was a narrow cellar. And if I remember right, the detective made a Molotov cocktail before the fight. I know someone did. And they threw it at the lich, which did enough damage to take out its extra hit points from its armor. Then the detective hid behind cover, and the soldier and the hunter went out in front. And then they did this. They unloaded on the lich with everything they had. A machine gun and a hunting rifle. The section of a wall behind the lich got destroyed. And they missed! Like, every shot they came, full auto, a machine gun, highly accurate hunting rifle, all just went around the lich, so the lich went over and just started clawing at them, while they kept missing at point-blank range. I think I know why I think I know why the army let him carry his machine gun off duty, because they knew he'd never hit anyone with it. But this guy wasn't a bad shot. The players just had really bad dice rolls. So the detective comes in, he pulls out his revolver, shoots twice, and kills the lich. Yeah, it was that easy. The slits sucked. In conclusion, I should have given the players tinnitus from shooting such powerful guns in an enclosed space. Thank you for watching, everyone, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.